Hi everyone, I'm Brianna and I'm a team leader with Usborne Books and More. I'm really excited to talk to you about some of our 2019 new releases, and I'm going to start with our little mouse friend who's looking for his llama. This is That's Not My Llama, and it has the cutest little pictures with different touchy-feely textures, and some of them are talking about being smooth or shiny, so we have some visual descriptions in here as well for different sensory development. That's not my llama. Its nose is too fuzzy. And then he finds his llama at the end, so it's really cute. From last year, That's Not My Bee. I just wanted to show you this one because there are just different types of textures depending on which book you choose. So, super cute! Then for all of your Nibbles fans, we have Nibbles Numbers. So cute! This is a rhyming story. Our other Nibbles books, he goes into fairy tales, then he's in a dinosaur guide. This is in a numbers book. And throughout the book, they're trying to figure out how to stop Nibbles from nibbling this book. Oh my, there goes 3! How can we stop this monster from eating any more? Oh no, I don't believe it. He's gobbled up the 4! This goes through 10, and then he escapes. And it's so cute. Love it. Kisses, cuddles, and good night. Here is another sticker book. I'm so excited about this one. The animals in here are saying goodnight for the night, and your child gets to give them their little stuffed animal to cuddle with for the night. So there's a little story that goes with it, and then 5 different stuffed animals stickers are included so that your child can place it in there to say goodnight to their little animal friend. It's adorable. We also have All Better, which are Band-Aids, and Little Bear Needs Glasses for glasses. Phonics books, Poodle Draws Doodles, adorable, and Lizard in a Blizzard. These stories are hilarious. There are great illustrations. That's a blizzard. Lizard makes a blizzard machine because he lives somewhere where it's really warm, and he wants to know what it's like to have snow. And with Poodle Draws Doodles, she just gets carried away with her drawings, and her neighbor gets a little upset with her, but she ends up solving a problem in the end, so her drawings turn out to be really helpful. Next up, we have Otters, Snails, and Tadpole Tales. This is a lovely poetry book. So it's poems for your little ones. My kids really enjoyed it. Some of them rhyme, some of them are more artistic. The illustrations are gorgeous as well. So there's lots to talk about with your little ones. And it gives them an idea of different writing styles. So that's a lot of fun. Steve, Terror of the Seas. This book made me laugh. It is so cute. This little fish thinks he's very scary because every time he comes around, all the fish around him are terrified, even the ones that are much bigger than him. So he sees small ones that are scared of him, big ones, and even some scary ones. And people too. People are scared of him too. He doesn't understand why. And it's really, really funny. So he's talking about other fish that he understands why they're scary, but he doesn't understand why he's scaring everyone. And then you get to find out why he's actually scary to everyone. He has this shark friend, and at the end, it's really cool because there's a little nonfiction section that explains that Steve is a pilot fish, and it explains the relationship between a pilot fish and a shark. It's an awesome little book. Fiction story with nonfiction at the end. You can't beat that. That's awesome. We're having fun and learning at the same time. This is Owl. This book is adorable, and it has a story inside with some instructions. So it's an interactive story. The author is writing it so that you're telling the owl to wake up, and that was really entertaining for my kids. And here on pages like this, it talks about drawing the moon with your fingers, so then your little kid gets to take part in the book in that way too. And then there's different like flaps in here, so it's like a partial page to show you different things happening, just to make it extra interactive. And then this says to blow away the clouds. So it's a really fun little book. There's a plush, a matching plush to go with it as well. It's adorable. Here is You Choose in Space. If you haven't seen the first You Choose book, you may want to check that out as well. It's super fun. There's nothing that kids love more than making choices. And it's got all kinds of choices to decide what you would wear in space, to decide, this says, where in this strange city would you most like to be? So this is like a pretend city in space. And my kids love choosing where they're gonna go. This is which one would you choose and why for the strange new things to try. And that's a lot of fun. This is like which vehicle would you choose, things like that. So kids love making choices. And then we have a lot of new chapter books, including brand new series as well as continuations of series. This is the third book for Costantino. We love this series. This is for 7 and up. I've been reading it out loud to my 2 younger daughters, and they absolutely love it. It's about a magician who has a lot of illusions because magic isn't allowed in his world anymore, except by the king and some of the king's family members. So he has to kind of figure out how to do his tricks without real magic, because that's how he makes his living in the little towns, and it brings people joy too. And so he's a really good friend, and he's a really good problem solver. And this book series has been all about kind of saving others from this terrible king who's the only one, he's the only one who is using magic, and he won't let anyone else use magic because he feels threatened by it. So Costantino, it's awesome. It has amazing illustrations with awesome color. This one is blue. The first book was all red, and then they did orange, and now they're doing blue. It's got embolded text with the blue, just to kind of emphasize some of the words and make it a little more dramatic and fun. It's fantastic. Love it. This, How to Win a Nobel Prize. This is for 8 and older, for all of your kids who love science. It's actually a fiction book, so it's following this character named Mary. And she goes through an adventure through time to talk to different Nobel Prize winners to see what they did to win their Nobel Prize. So she talks to Einstein, lots of others along the way. It's exciting. This book for 12 and older has a variety of fairy tales within, some told in a way that you aren't used to, and others are brand new that you may not have heard before. It's an awesome book with some notes from the author as well, and it's got these really cool illustrations that are silhouettes of pictures of the author's children, I believe is what I read. It's really, really cool. Like I said, for 12 and older, it's a little more kind of grown-up versions of the fairy tales. Now on to nonfiction. We have these really cool nonfiction pop-ups that are amazing. It's just got part of the story here, sort of, and then each page has little factoids. Super fun. We have On the Mountain and Across the Savannah. This is Big Picture Book Dinosaurs. My 3-year-old loves dinosaurs, so I always grab the dinosaur books whenever we come out with them. This page says, "Goodbye, dinosaurs." And then it talks about, you know, what happened for their extinction. And these are babies. And this one's gentle giants. There's also little jokes in this book. Here it says, "Stop biting my tail, tiny dinosaur." Because over here there's a tiny dinosaur biting his tail. It's adorable. Then there's Dogs in Space. This talks about the space race, which is a lot of fun. It actually shows it in the back. Here it talks about the space race just overall. And this book is about 2 dogs that were the first ones to make it to space and then return alive. And then it has an overview of the space journey and how the countries started to work together. But these 2 dogs, Belka and Strelka, are from Russia, Moscow, and it gives the dates. And it's very cool because it's basically a little illustrated history book for children. So it's adorable. My kids loved learning about that with those illustrations, and they love dogs, so they thought it was cool that real dogs went to space. This is the alphabet of peculiar creatures. It's awesome. There are a lot of things that my kids thought were really funny, like this Indri, I is for Indri, and it has a little blurb at the bottom that describes a lot of times where the animal is from, and sometimes what it eats. And they laughed really hard at Y is for Yeti crab. Thank you so much. I'm so excited about all of these new books. There are so many more new books on the website as well, so there's a lot to chat about. So just let me know if you have any questions, and I'm excited to talk to you. Thanks. Bye.